I'm very honored to have been asked to speak at this event honoring our rabbi. A little more than a year ago, Adam spoke so beautifully at my retirement party, and I was so touched. And as with most things, Adam sets the bar very high. We are all grateful that this is not a retirement celebration, but an acknowledgement of a milestone along what we all hope is a very long journey together. I am one of a very few privileged people who have known Adam not only as a congregant and as a student, but also as a colleague. It is not an exaggeration to say that you will not find a better colleague anywhere. In the 14 years that we worked together, Adam was always incredibly supportive. He has been a mentor, a collaborator, and a friend. He always had my back. As you know, Adam is brilliant, truly. The depth and breadth of his knowledge is amazing. Some of you experience this mostly at the high holidays, but to experience Adam's true intellectual reach and gifts as a teacher, you have to study with him in adult education or have a child in the school. Everyone has seen our promotional materials describing our unique personalized Bar Mitzvah program, but I wonder how many realize the intensive process Adam implements to find just the right topic for each Bar Mitzvah student and then guide them to creating their very best presentation. Very early in Adam's years with us, he piloted his new adult education curriculum with us, and he decided that this could be a path to an adult Bar Mitzvah ceremony. I was fortunate to be in that first class. I never had a bat mitzvah. This was so much more meaningful than anything I might have had at 13. It was a wonderful 2 years of study with Adam, and he gave me the opportunity to study and read from the Torah in our group mitzvah ceremony. As it turned out, I became a bat mitzvah the same year that my daughter did. Aside from personal gratification, that experience gave me a deeper appreciation and understanding of what our Bar Mitzvah students go through. Thank you for that, Adam. For all of his knowledge and intelligence, Adam is not a snob. He could easily get away with being one, but he is not. Adam is kind. He teaches and he listens to others. I worked with Adam, not for him. When we met to discuss some challenge, he respected my perspective and we worked together for a resolution. And yes, there were challenges. It may have looked like rainbows and sunshine on the surface, but I promise you it was not. One of the hardest things about being in a leadership position of any organization, but especially in a congregation where relationships are so much more personal, is knowing when to back off and when to stand your ground. I've always respected Adam for letting the little things go, or rather acknowledging when those things are more important to someone else. But he also has principles and integrity and respect for institutional culture when it needs to be upheld. Adam has always been fair. I have wonderful memories of the past 14 years with Adam as our rabbi. 15 years, 14 of me as the school director. These are in no particular order. I just wrote them down as they came to me. Some of them you saw in the montage, but I wrote these down before I saw Mark's montage. Adam juggling at Sukkot. Adam dressing up every year for Purim. You saw some of the costumes in the video. Many of them were puns. One of my favorites was Morda Hiker. Adam leading Bar Mitzvah services of every size and variety and speaking with personal insight to every student. That does not happen at every synagogue. Adam running around the soccer field at the August school picnic. Adam leading family services at the high holidays. I bet that I have attended more of them than anyone. Adam as a dad and seeing his family grow and grow up. Adam delivering such poised high holiday sermons just after his father's death. Whoa. Meeting Adam in the parking lot of Highland Park Hospital to get the Shabbat bag because Maya had just been born and I needed to lead the family Shabbat service that night. Adam and me cleaning up at the end of an event at the church. always the last ones out. And Adam often saying, you go home, I'll lock up. And just yesterday, Adam brought moving boxes to my house because he knew I was packing up our house, and he asked if I needed the boxes he had, because Adam is a mensch. The gifts associated with 15 years of marriage, and isn't the relationship between a rabbi and a congregation, much like a marriage, are crystal traditionally and watches in the modern era. How appropriate for us as well. Adam, thank you for 15 years of your crystal clear vision, transparency, and brilliance, for guiding us and celebrating with us throughout the momentous times in our lives. It's not a cliche to say the best is yet to come. Happy anniversary.